Voy a leer un microrelato de terror en inglés. Se titula In the Dead of the Night. She was running, terrified, as if that was the only thing she could do to survive that blood-curdling situation. The night was dark and the huge full moon was shining brightly. She looked back, hoping she had lost sight of them, but hundreds of deformed shapes were still there, running to catch her. Drowning in the fear, she screamed as loud as she could, and all of a sudden she woke up safe and sound in her bedroom. I was just dreaming, she thought, but when she got out of the bed, she saw lots of scratches on her body, which hurt like hell. It was at that moment that she knew it had been more than just a nightmare.
This is the story of a little boy called Johnny. He was born in Miami. He liked playing basketball and playing Minecraft with his friends. On the Halloween day of 2013, he went with his friend to do trick or treat, but everything changed. He was in front of a lunatic house that has a curse. His friend Timothy said, "Call the door, Johnny, if you are brave enough." And Johnny did it.
A bad election for Johnny.
When Johnny closed the fierce and called the door, the fierce was closed, very strongly behind him. He was terrified, no way to get out. The lunatic appeared and said, "Bye bye, Johnny." The lunatic got Johnny and pulled him into the house.
The door closed again. The kids outside of the house heard Johnny screaming, and they were running, calling for help. A few days later, the police was looking for Johnny in a forest, and they found him hung up from a tree. Bye bye, Johnny. Do you know something? I was the lunatic. I killed Johnny.
Okay?
I'm Andrea, and I am going to read a story named Whisper at Night.
All of the stories have been made up by them. They were, okay, the ones who wrote the story themselves. Do you understand? They're original by them, by the students, okay? Now,
I can remember all the details of that night, unfortunately. Anyway, now I am more dead than alive, so it doesn't mind. Everything happened last Thursday, when I was watching a horror movie in Netflix. The movie was about a doll murder, but it was too boring, so I decided to turn off the TV and go to bed. It was then when strange things began to happen. I went inside the bed, and when I was trying to find the switch, something or somebody turned off the lamp instead of me. I think it was a power cut, but at that moment I heard a noise that froze my veins. It was a whispers from my sister's door that said to me, "Now I can play with you."
wait.
Somos Pilar y Blanca y vamos a leer un microrelato de terror que se llama San Francisco Street.
It happened in 1936, the 31 of October. There was a boy walking in the street of San Francisco. He was drunk and alone. The next morning, a group of children were playing hide and seek when they found the boy's body. The group tried to move him, and at the moment they touched the boy, he took his arm slowly and said,
Careful with the walking dead.
At this moment, all children ran away.
The legends say that if you find the body of the boy on the 31 of October in the same place, you will disappear and stay with him the rest of your life.
Okay?
My name is Ben, and I'm going to read the story of Halloween. Do you know what a paranormal phenomenon is? Have you ever seen something weird or have someone told you? These activities usually happen in a place with a horror history behind it. Last summer, I moved to another city. My new house was a huge house in the countryside. Around the house, I could see a park, but nothing more. It was like a ghost city. I've never believed in paranormal things, but the first night showed me that paranormal activity is real. I was watching TV when I heard a loud noise. Suddenly, the lights went off. Then I could feel something touching my neck. The lights turned on and my neck was bleeding. The next day, I didn't have anything in my neck, and I thought it was a dream. But then I heard my parents talking about the person who used to live there before. He was killed. Now, in my house, my parents, a ghost, and I Please, but the ghost is not always here, so be careful. It can be anywhere.
Good.
I'm Beatriz, and I'm going to read a story called Mirror.
All people have heard that if you turn off the lights, stare at a mirror, and repeat the name of a spirit 3 times, it will appear in front of you. Although this story has similarities with this legend, it is absolutely more terrifying because it turns out to be your worst nightmare. A girl called Riley had been having bad dreams for a long time. One night, she woke up after one of these dreams and decided to go to the bathroom. When she got there, Riley washed her face and stared directly at the mirror. She was shocked when she saw herself reflected in it. The other hair had a scary smile on her face and couldn't stop laughing. Suddenly, the reflection reached a hand out of the mirror and Riley destroyed her lungs with her powerful scream when her evil figure touched her heart. Finally, when she stopped screaming, her mother appeared to ask her if she was okay. Riley turned to face her with a scary smile and hid herself in front of her mother.
Great. Yeah, come on.
Last night I was sleeping when suddenly a slight noise woke me up. At first I didn't know what it was, but I thought they were footsteps approaching my bed.
I didn't want to sleep at all because I supposed that was my father or my sister who had probably entered to take something from my room.
The steps began to feel closer to my bed, but suddenly I didn't hear anything. I was very afraid. A scream came out of my mouth. This was so strange because my parents didn't hear me.
At the moment, I saw a shadow and I started to shout again. I tried to open the door, but I couldn't. I didn't know what had happened the night before.
So be careful tonight, Begoña.
Cemetery. 2 years ago, on the night of Halloween, I was walking with my friends from house to house, doing trick or treat and asking for sweets. At 10 o'clock at night, we were in a park because we were so tired. But something was strange. There wasn't anybody on the street, any cars, any animals. I was a bit scared. But anyway, we took a little nap in the middle of the park. 3 hours later, when I opened my eyes, I saw something scary. I wasn't on the park. I was in a cemetery. I don't know why I was there, but there was another thing strange and scary. I was a ghost. I tried to escape out of the cemetery, but I couldn't. One voice told me that if I wanted to escape out, I have to kill some person in it. So be careful if you go to this cemetery, because probably you won't go out of it.
Okay?
The full moon's victims. The day that everything changed, I was in my bedroom when I heard a noise. I listened, and a deep growl echoed through my entire house. I jumped and ran down the stairs only to find blood, a whole lot of blood. My parents, or should I say, the parts that remained of them, were scattered throughout the floor. A pair of eyes, a hand, and 2 heads, with horror-struck expressions. As I stumbled onto the floor, I heard the deep growl behind me. A half-wolf, half-man creature with canines the size of fingers looked into my eyes. Reflexively, I tore down a pipe and I hit him hard on his skull. As he fell to the floor and transformed into a strange-looking man, I grabbed a knife and aimed at his heart. I tried to find the darkness within me to end his life, but I only found a gaping hole inside of me where my heart should have been. So, I took the knife, took a last look into the man's eyes, and jumped out the window.
Okay. Well done.
The Evil Shadow. Every night, people's minds rest peacefully, but one night at the year, on October 31st, the shadows of evil awakes to endanger them. I will tell you a story that happened in Cáceres. Some children were in the Prince Park. One of them was Jack, a cheerful and friendly chip. They were counting the sweets that they had collected, but once they had finished, a stranger silhouette rose above their heads, leaving behind the terrified faces of the children. It was the shadow of a demon, and when it went down to eat the children, it disappeared just when little Jack woke up sweating. He thought it was a dream, but at noon he saw in the news that a violent shadow tried to catch a group of children, but it was dissolved in air just before getting it.
Good.